Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 220 Opera House. We're going to change your old-fashioned image about Opera House. Now, no Romeo and Juliet or Hamlet. Tonight, we represent your dream.
When it comes to chasing after dream, you may simply lose yourself in wealth, fame, or anything else. But if you're still willing to look like the old you, there is still waiting for you. Nothing can possibly beat you down except you.
Let's welcome the first performers, the Gladiators.
The glorious Roman Empire is considered to be one of the most splendid civilizations on this planet. But it was also during this period of expansion that men perished in great battles to worship the glory. This was the very time when countless ambitious men gathered to fight against one another, performing savage combat for the amusement of the Roman citizens. While living their own lives, they were to glimpse the silhouettes of supreme power and wealth. Though many of them were later to find out that it was nothing they had for their lodge. We were they were the gladiators. However, behind this glorious empire, behind the glory of the gladiators, there was an extraordinary man who stepped into this world with his heart filled with incredible hopes and dreams. However, he was later blindfolded by wealth and fame, which later became a storm of disaster. It suddenly became his duty to make the decision which would determine whether he or even this whole empire should live or perish.
Pardon me for a second. Camille, guess what I see? It's the least my most faithful customer and of course honorable friend Lucius. It has been years since our last talk.
Ave, Lucius.
Ave, Camille. Oh, stop acting like a stranger, Cassie. You know me as well as a brother, so... Anyway, how's it going on the market these days?
But compared to the end of the war's outlive, to the loss of hundreds of thousands of lives on the battlefield, I would definitely say everything's going fine and warm in the part of the town. Except that Cohort First, which is the biggest army troop in this area, is becoming more and more like robbers, thieves, or whatever you call them.
How is that supposed to be?
The Roman soldiers are robbers in disguise, capturing innocent people, stealing from us vendor, and things are getting worse and worse each day.
We cannot tell, but reported to Primus Pilus.
Wait, Primus Pilus? Isn't he the senior commander who controls the military power?
Yes, indeed. It's Vergilius who now takes his place. However, instead of bringing these unspeakable criminals to justice, he accuses us of defending his army and kill more even innocent people. And this obviously referring to Carl.
Unbelievable. But don't worry, my friend. Although I might seem a little bit weak now, I still swear, in the name of the gods, that I will sacrifice to make this realm a better place and to bring peace and happiness to this empire. I will fight for it, for the justice I know, and for the glory of my downfallen family. I will never ever give up until the very end of my life. That's what I'm always dreaming of.
May the God help this brave young man along his way.
Out of my way! Let no life be lost over this sword.
Shut up, you shameless thief! You are not going anywhere!
How silly the young man is. It has never been wise to mess up the army. Be careful with the words, bro.
Put down the stone, or you'll be the next one to be dealt with, ugly face!
Yeah? You will definitely pay for this.
Run as you wish! Don't ever show your face in front of me again!
You got a talent, kid.
Well, I appreciate your compliments, sir. But not sure if we have met before. I'm Lucius, and you are...
I'm Gallus. Gallus Skywood. I'm the one who takes charge of a gladiator training school. Since your performance is so outstanding, and your effort to protect justice is just what the gladiators' true spirits are. I myself was wondering if I could have the honor to recruit you to our school. If you're doing well, you might earn yourself a fortune.
That does sound tempting. But please, don't make me look down on you. Because what you just said is completely meaningless. Thanks, but I'll pass.
Hold your horses, young man. Maybe wealth isn't anything to you, but what about the future of our world? We need justice. We need young men like you, who still has the determination to save our empire.
What did you say?
That's it, my boy. I'll give you some time to think it over. You know where to find me.
And so Lucius lay on his bed, wondering if he's going to take the job or not, when the face of his passed-away father emerges. He has a lively remembrance of how his family was set up, fell, and disintegrated. Finally, he makes up his mind.
Focus! Stay focused! You are gladiator! A little bit left!
This is easy! I'm the man! Yeah!
Not so fast, young man. You need to get more experience under the belt before becoming a true gladiator. Trial and error are inevitable. See if you can handle this!
Ouch! Oh, that hurts!
I might seem old to you, but I'm also experienced.
I hate arrogant people.
What did you just say?
Nothing really.
But, well, fine.
I was just saying that you're Gladius. Looks like you have been through quite a long history.
Yes, indeed. And it's always been this piece of metal, but fine, which accompanied me through these good old days. It meant something to me, and I couldn't imagine the day without it because it represents the life of mine as a gladiator. My life will never be complete if it's gone. Let me give you a piece of advice, son. I've seen too many battles out in the arena. It's a tough place, and hardship is the life of mortals. What you firmly believe in may crush when facing desire or death. Human nature is as fragile as a glass. But this is what I have learned. If there's only one thing you can trust, your strength, your power will be it.
You never to look on the bright side, do you?
No, I'm just telling you to be realistic. Don't let appearance hoodwink your own eyes.
I would assume you're right.
I am right. Well, anyway, I've told you my story. What about yours?
Well, I don't really have a good story to tell.
There must be something worth sharing.
I used to be in the army and serve on empire. I'm not exaggerating, but I'm actually quite good.
Well, okay, fine.
But during a battle in Dacia, I had a spear driven to my back, another sword slashed in my face. It was the most torturing time ever. I screamed as I trembled in fright and pain. And when I finally recovered from the injury, my troops, they told me to leave. They said they no longer needed me, and that there was absolutely no use for an injured soldier. Not knowing what my future was, I left the army and came back to Rome, my hometown. And then here I am, sitting right here and talking to you.
Let go of the past and embrace the future. Because from now on, you're a true gladiator.
Sir, I managed to complete my independence training. What's next?
Excellent, Silo. Come and meet your new companion, Lucius. Lucius, this is Silo. Get familiar with each other, so because this will be the face you are going to see every day.
Are you ready, new guy?
Ready since I was born.
So here's Lucius, challenging Silo without a single sign of fear. As the saying goes, a newborn calf has no fear of the tiger. Lucius is an unyielding calf. He has no idea that the person that he is facing is the greatest gladiator of all time, one of the best men Gladys has ever seen. Lucius is good, but not perfect. How is it possible for a rookie like him to overpower such a professional gladiator? He still has a long way to go.
You have good skills, and I admire it.
Haha, thanks.
So, how long have you been a gladiator?
I remember when I first stepped into this school, it was a long, long time ago. But before this, I was a mentor.
Oh, really?
I will never forget the first time I saw a little boy I taught. He was so little and was so afraid of me. He couldn't even raise a sword by himself at the very beginning. So I told him my own story. I told him that I was as weak as he when I was a boy too. But I kept my faith and found it interesting to sharpen my skills. So I swore to myself that one day I'd become the best fighter in Rome. The little boy was the purest person I've ever met. He smiled to me after my story. From his eyes, you could easily see how strong pure spirit is.
Since you got on so well with the little boy, then what made you become a gladiator now, instead of remaining his mentor?
Well, that's another long story. By the way, I can see you are also full of potential, so let me encourage you in a few words. Strength may be your power to success, but having a dream and keeping your own faith are the real key to a bright future. I hope this will help you.
I will keep these precious words in mind.
Excellent! Let's go on training.
Unfortunately, Lucius never gets another chance to ask about the unfinished story. But indeed, Silos knows how to never respond. But most of the time, Lucius feels frustrated, getting beaten up again and again. He still struggles to stand back on his feet, for he puts his faith in the future of realizing his great dream. 4 winters have passed since Lucius started his life as a gladiator. He has built himself a little reputation. However, the best thing is that Silo and Lucius have become friends for life, or even more, they have bonded like brothers. Just when he thought he was picking up the pieces of his life, something happened.
Come in.
Sir, I beg your pardon for interrupting your lovely afternoon, but there's something you must know immediately, an extremely urgent message.
Urgent message? Tell me about it. I'm all ears.
As you know, with hundreds of thousands of soldiers fighting and dying out there on the battlefield, the financial situation of this empire is getting worse and worse day by day. And it seems that these storms of chaos will arrive here in no time. If we refuse to take any actions, the future of this school, the future of some of our best gladiators will be dark and hopeless. The Senate would like to solve this by holding a tournament fight with your 2 skillful gladiators, Silo Aurelius and Lucius Octavius.
But it doesn't make sense.
Let's already pass this motion. And I guess the reason is not only because the financial situation is getting worse and worse, but also they want to use its bloody performance to win people's heart back. As you know, the tournament fight has always been Rome's favorite.
You're right. I've always known that the situation would be this miserable one day, but I could never imagine that it would come so fast. Let me take it through. Lucius, Silo. Come here, West.
Life is never perfect. Even the strongest crumbles and falls to their knees. What Skelly said was too shocking for both of them. God had left them alone indeed.
That's ridiculous! Who's the one behind the scene?
We all know him, Silo.
I knew it must be Vergilius. But that's not our fate! We are meant to be partners! Look how we perform on the arena! There must be another way to solve this dilemma.
Enough! It's also a difficult choice for me. I don't want to lose any of my gladiators, remember? We're a family. And I don't want to see any of you missing at the breakfast table. But this seems to be our only choice in such a difficult situation.
But Lucius, the beast we are facing, namely the Terminator, is one of the most notorious creatures in the world. But if we could prove for ourselves by defeating him, we might find a way out of this mess. The only thing we need to do is to cooperate and have mutual trust. I can feel it! Qingsa, be bright and stay positive like you always say. We can make it! We will make it! We will surely make it! Ha 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 ha!
I saw anger, flaring. It was never the kind of emotion I've seen on his face before. And from somewhere deeper in his soul, I saw a lost soul. He was making every effort to keep our career, our friendship, and our future in peace. But for me, I couldn't help but to run away from the reality, feeling astonished and miserable. Now, I can't even determine my own destiny. The last smile I saw from Salo.
Today, our romance gathered here for an epic of life and death. On my left is the duo. They are here not only for your entertainment, but also your life. Coming fearlessly, they are the so-called invisible powers of all time.
Those words fell out through a trembling voice, because I knew it's written out on one of us was on the ground. And to accomplish my dream, I did the worst thing I could ever do to a friend. My Lord, I set it up.
What are we waiting for? Let the battle start. Here comes the winner, Lucius.
Turned into an overnight hero after the battle. You could hear citizens dwelling upon his great performance at the Colosseum, how he fought bravely against the beast in the arena and conquered the spear, how he slashed and ducked and eventually drove his sword into the monster's chest. He catches people's attention wherever he goes, from a nobody to somebody. It seems like a perfect ending, and Lucius finally gets everything he wanted. But he isn't happy. Every day, he stares blankly at the sky, murmuring. The unbearable sense of guilt is crushing him every instant. The more he tries to convince himself